What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for dropping in. Been a while. My schedule at work's been different lately, so I haven't had time in the morning to make a video. But I found some time today, and I gotta lie to you, man. PrizePicks has been beating me up. It's been kind of pissing me off. Missing by a half point here, 1 point there. Just some situations where it's like, man, really? But, you know, I guess it's a game we play, and you know, it takes one time to kind of turn things around. So we're gonna keep making picks. Today we got 6 picks right here with some alternate options. Like I've said in the past, I don't recommend making 6 mans unless you feel 100% confident with it. I always advise kind of take 2 or 3 plays you like. But anyways, first off is Kevin Durant over 31.5 PRA. I love Durant. 31.5 PRA just seems way too small for Durant. He's still balling out. He's just, I'll take him at like 36, 37, you know, maybe 38, 39 PRA. It's just Kevin Durant. 31.5, I mean, that could be his points alone on any given night. So I like this play right here. You see they're averaging, Utah's giving up about 32 average to the small forward position. Kevin Durant's not your average small forward, so feel pretty good about that. Next pick, Harrison Barnes under 11.5 points. See, he's only went over it about 50% of the time. Some of them games were without Wembanyama. He's back in full swing. And the stat down here is why I made this pick. He's failed to exceed 11.5 points in 7 straight games on the road, only averaging 5.1, which is less than half of the mark. So I feel pretty comfortable with that pick right there. He's only went over once in the last 5 games. So for the next pick, Joel Embiid. When I first made this pick, he was 32.5 PA. So I'm 33.5 PA. But if you see right there, anytime he's hit 32.5, he's hit 33.5, except for one time. So that turns this into a 50-50 split right here. But after watching him last game, I feel like he's the Embiid we know. And he's still dangerous. I mean, he's dangerous enough to drop 32.5 or 33.5 points, you know. So, same way I feel about Durant with his line. He could drop that in points alone. And right here is where I kind of won me over. He has averaged it. He's exceeded it 16 straight games versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, averaging 43 points and assists per game versus bottom 10 defenses. So that won me over right there. Next pick, Josh Giddey under 19.5 PR. See, he's only won over twice in the last 10 games. Test the Limit, shout out to his channel. Great channel. He got some good tools over there. He makes his own tools, but he pointed this out in his video earlier today. You see, he's only won over 3 times in the last 20 games. He's only went over this mark for PR. Last 5, only 1 time. Clearly an anomaly. 33 compared to the teens. So I feel pretty good about that pick. As we know before, though, I picked plays like this where it just looks so good over the last 20 games. And then I pick them, and then all of a sudden they either blow it out of the water or they severely underperform. It's just crazy. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but it seems like some picks I play and they hear about it and they are out to prove me wrong or something. Speaking of that, James Harden under 31.5 PA points and assists. He's only went over twice in the last 10 games, hit 50 in each of those. Those are games I said before. If he's at 38.5, 39.5 PRA, I take his under. He burned me in those games, but I still bet it, and he still came through. And I love James Harden. He was a huge fan when he was on the Rockets, but the stats shown right here, you know, he's only hit it, went over it twice in 10 games. He's failed to exceed it in 17 of his last 19, averaging 28.8, so 29, about 2.5, 3 shy of the line here. So James Harden under 31.5 points and assists. He's only went over 3 times in the last 20. Feeling pretty good about that. Last pick right here, Bradley Beal over 22.5 PRA. He's hit it in 7 of the last 10. Feel pretty good about that line. He's not smashing it when he goes over, but he is going over. So a little bit of a nail biter. But consistently, he's gone over pretty good. So he's only missed 6 of the last 20, I think, right there. Averaging, he's exceeded it in 12 of the last 13 games on the road, averaging almost 29. So he's 6 above that line average. And 4 of the last 5 looking good there. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player. So 22.5 shouldn't be nothing for him to hit PRA. Going back, here's some kind of honorable mentions. Kessler, he cashed from last time. Just super consistent player, looks like. 21.5 points and rebounds. He's averaging 27 his last 5. Looking at his PRA, it's only 1 more. Part of me wants to take that just because that 1 extra gives me some wiggle room if maybe he has a bad rebound night, but his assists are a little up. So here I kind of go back and forth and look at what games he did PR and PRA. And he's probably averaging about 1.5 assists if you had to average it out, closer to 2 in that stretch. So I don't know, I end up going with just the PR because he did have 1 game where he had no assist. So, but he's always hitting that PR line. So at the end of this, the debate right here with myself, I decided the PR is probably the safer bet. But I do like when the PRA is 1 different. You just have a little bit of a safety net there of sorts. Try to add him. Can't. I go back, take Embiid off. That's the one I'm a little hesitant on, just because of the statistical history. Add him there. Another player I'm kind of looking at is Micic for the Hornets. I've said before in past videos, I thought he was kind of bad. Watched him in one of the games, came in for LaMelo, and it was just awful. I was like, who is this guy? Turns out, I think if I saw the video right, he's actually like a Euro League MVP, I think. And he's been doing very well on this line. Hit it or exceeded it 4 of the last 5 games. Super solid there. I have him on one of my slips. Like he could be a person when I take it and he burns me. Because when I doubt him and then I bet on him, when they prove me wrong, they end up proving me wrong the other way. So, but apparently the guy has a lot of potential and is a good ball player. So, there's one I'm looking at too. Vucevic is always on my radar. 33.5 PRA looks pretty good to me. I think he's burnt me the last couple games, so I'm a little hesitant. There you go, 21-22 on PR. But 30.5, generally I drool over that with Vucevic. Only went under it 4 times in the last 10 games. So super solid pick there. But there you go. There's another couple picks for you. I said, always just make the picks you feel comfortable with. I don't recommend 6-man unless you're putting a little bit of money down. I'm big on pushing flex plays because some money is better than no money. I got burnt last week. I kept doing power plays and my whole night went to crap. So put a $5 flex in there. There's my Kessler instead of Embiid on this slip. I'll show the pick at the end right here. Go in there and see I have a couple slips. But here's our picks of the day. Like I said, play the ones you like, fade the ones you don't. Please like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all dropping in. And let's make some money. Good luck, boys.